Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is 803 Garage, and recently I've been, working in the garage. So as you can see here, we have your typical garage door opener. Mine's a little slanted for reasons. That was the original height. This is the new height. What I also did over here, over there, is I dropped it down one. So I raised this up, dropped this down one, and the reason for that, when I flipped the camera around, is that when I installed this door, I wanted this to be tight against here. It isn't. It's actually got some giant gaps. Like if I go over here, you'll get a better idea of it. You can see here, that's how much gap. You don't need that much. If you look over here, the door is right against. They get the best seal possible, but I couldn't do that without pushing this forward. And when I did that, when I pushed this forward, the door would come up, the door would hit along the ridge here. So this piece here would rub along this. And that was because the garage door opener was too low. I didn't want to deal with it, so I just kind of let it go. But now that I'm working in here, I want to kind of make it tighter. I want the tolerances to be tighter. And also, in doing so, it's going to make it warmer. So again, I dropped this down, so the door is now lower here. I always wanted the door to be flush against the other ledge. So when I walked through here, because this is only 6'5", so I just have enough room for my head to pass through. I'm 6'2", not really a big deal. But you shouldn't be able to do this, put your hand behind the door and then reach outside. This door is a little better, not by much, but I have a 1/2 inch here and I have a full inch over here, as you can see. That's not good. Not when you want to keep your garage warm. My garage is heated, so no worries. I do have a vent out here to warm the garage. So that being said, I took the original piece that was already up here for whoever installed this. I wouldn't install it this way myself. These are too weak, but we're gonna reuse them anyways. And we're gonna use that same piece that was on the other side. We just cut that in half and reused it. Bolted up, good to go. I'm gonna move this a bit forward. It actually looks like somebody had already tried to do that. I'm not sure why they would move it back here. Oh, you know why? Because they missed over here for the stud. So they did, instead of drilling the hole, they just kind of, oh, well, we're gonna make another hole. New thought. We're gonna put this piece of wood up in here that'll occupy that space, the same where that they originally drilled it. So I don't have to make a new hole into that, because that means I have to take this down and drill it up here, and I don't really feel like doing that. Wood saw, that goes up into here, and I'm gonna screw it in place along this side, and then obviously the drywall screws and stuff into here, and then we'll bolt that into there. The lag bolt that they use is a super tiny little bolt, or lag, sorry. So when you drill this in, you have the space for the piece of metal, a 1/4 inch. Then you have the space for the drywall, so that. And then so you see how long it is. If you flip that around, that means only a 1/2 inch was going into the wood. Kind of sketchy considering that last little tip there doesn't really matter. So you have a good 3/8 of contact of the auger portion of the lag. That's tiny as anything. But these things are actually pretty light. So as you can see there, I can like move that with my pinky. Like it's really nothing. So yeah, but that's way too small of a lag to use. I'd recommend at least 2 inches, and I'd probably even upsize this from a 1/4 inch to 3/8. And that way you can hang off of it and you won't ever have an issue. But we're gonna use this, put this all back up there because this is my house, not your house. I'd build your house better. We're not done yet, but I wanted to kind of show, this is all way up onto this bracket. We have a hole here, which I plan to fill with those guys right there. Put them right here. That way you don't have this wire all hanging down. Shorten up this wire here, kind of make this all nice and neat. I still have to clear out this piece right here, as you can see, because the chain is not gonna hit that. Over here, I've already cleared it out with the grinder. It does not look pretty. I just went to town, put on some safety goggles and started cutting. Just checking it to see the tolerances there. I could see, it won't be a big deal. It takes a lot for it to actually hit right there. We'll see what it does. Over here, I might take a little bit more out of it, just so that it's done. Actually, no, I'm gonna cut another little bit of that. That way it's good. I'll just undo this, drop it down again, do some cuts, and then get to this side, because that means I just undo this here. That side's now finished, so when I push this up, she's gonna have lots of room. That is now done. Give it a little polish just to get off the burrs. Doesn't have to be pretty. Now I put the bulbs back in and adjust the wires. So I have all this stuff running around. So we have our sensors plugged in. This is a good way to bypass them if they break off like they did for me. I didn't feel like getting new brackets, so I just put them somewhere where they both face each other, and that way if they're 100%. I also put LED lights in for the in exchange for incandescent bulbs, and everything just wires in. You still got the learning mode, your torque force and stuff like that. Nothing too special. It's a truck. It's a truck. It's a garage door opener. There we go. Let's test it out. Nice. The door doesn't touch. If you look here, you can see where it used to touch. It's all greasy. Now she's got space. Heck yeah. Tight against the door. Alright, so I have about a 1/2 inch at the top here. I can make that less if I need to. I can't get my hand behind it now, which is nice. Like I can grip behind it. That's about it. So this will be nice to keep the cold out. So guys, we raised the garage door opener up and looks a lot better. Tighten up the wires and whatnot. I still got holes in my ceiling. I will get to that. But all in all, pretty good. That wire over there that's just hanging down, we're gonna get rid of that. It's for the other garage door opener to my back side. And this one, as you can see, needs some TLC, but I don't use it all that much. This garage door opener is actually pre-sensors. That's how old it is. So that's probably from the 70s, probably from when this house was first built. Anyways, if you found this video any kind of informative on how to set up your garage door opener, there's a lot of other things I could teach you guys about, but not in this video. I just wanted to get my garage door opener fixed like I've done for all my other customers. Now it's my turn to get some stuff done around my house. Anyways, guys, this is the end of the video. So please like, share, subscribe. If you got any questions about garage door openers, how to bypass the sensors, by the way, you can't. There's a certain frequency that goes through, and those are the ones that go to that garage door opener. I have looked into it to see if I can do a bypass. You can't. I've been asked that question before. That's why I thought about it just now. A 1/2 horsepower is stronger than 1/3 of a horsepower or 1/4 of a horsepower. Some people think that your horsepower in your garage door opener actually matters. It doesn't. If you have a 1/4 horsepower garage door opener, it's just as good as a 1/2 horsepower or a full horsepower motor. It just depends on the size of your garage door. However, if your garage door is set up properly, you could have the biggest garage door in the world, and the garage door opener, even if it's the smallest one, will be able to do it if it's set up properly. This is how these things work. They just do the work for you, lifting up and down. What actually does all the work is that guy. So in the bigger garage doors, you'll see 2 of these, maybe twice as wide. Depends on how big the garage door is. Don't adjust these. Get someone to do it. It's quite dangerous. It's a lot of sprung energy. So if that thing ever lets go while you're trying to adjust it, you could die. So don't do it ever. Get someone else to do it. Ask me to do it for you. I'll do it, no problem. Anyways, now we're at the end of the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. But wait, there's more. If your door isn't opening up all the way or not closing all the way, you have your travel up and down. Don't go past the safety bolts. And if you see the belt drooping over, that means your door is going too far. Right now I have mine set up perfectly. With the extra travel, it's actually tight against the door now, which is awesome. Better for insulation purposes.